Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 42 of Let's Play Dynasty Warriors Origins. Alright, we are essentially what is like post-game content. Well, I wouldn't really know if I should call it post-game content, or rather, New Game Plus content. Because now, we can decide to like rewind the story and go back to certain points in the game to grab stuff that we missed, as well as get stuff we could not get regardless. Well, I guess I can get the trading sword. I'm pretty sure you can't just find this dropped anywhere. And I think it'd be a good time to actually... Yeah, maybe I should have bought the trading wheels. So when I did a skirmish, I wound up getting Lance at level 8. Which gives you, like, Vengeful Stormquake. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Okay, so you don't get any new skills, but rather you get stat amplifiers. On, like, levels 9 through 11. Also, if you get to rank 65, we get the True Warrior rank. Which should have even more stuff to learn. And there's the halberd slot right there on the bottom. So yeah, we got some stuff to get. And believe it or not, I actually want to go back to chapter 1. I kind of wish they put more restart points, but sadly they are not there.
In the second month of the Guanghe.
2 months after the Yellow Turbid's uprising, blah blah blah. It's not like we missed any cutscenes here, so... Oh. Took a while to be allowed to skip that. Okay, so we're still kinda restricted. As you would expect.
I've heard.
But at least the peace levels are still the same. And if we want to move over here, we actually can. So we're not completely restricted. That's good to know, at least. As far as ultimate challenges go, I'm not going to do those yet. I'd rather wait until we go through all the other story modes. And then we'll do them. I know it's not going to amount to anything, but let's do it anyway. Back to being by myself, huh? Pre-Yuan Hua days. No peaches for you. Alright, I'll probably just skip ahead till we find, like, some new stuff. Alright, so I made some progress through Chapter 1 again, including the tutorial, which you are forced to do. So once you go through, like, more of the story and this gate opens, believe it or not, Zhang is actually here. He was never here before. So you cannot get this event until post-game or New Game Plus. So you can actually start your bond with him.
Over here.
It came from the alley.
It's been a while. You look well.
Staying out of trouble.
Good to hear. I haven't seen you since you and the great bearded lord gave that corrupt government official a good kicking. To think, I'd run into you now.
I'm glad to see you.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. I wonder if our fates are intertwined somehow. The Yellow Turbans will soon launch an attack here. Could it be that you are here with the forces sent to suppress them?
That might happen.
You mean as if by accident rather than intent. When I met you before, you struck me as someone who would extend a hand to help the weak. Not the sort who'd become a government pawn. Maybe you are trying to impress someone powerful. It is true that there are times in life when one must resort to relying on power for the sake of what is right. But wielding that power can change a man. Maybe that happened to you. But listen to me, Natter. I must go. But I'll see you again soon, I suspect. In turbulent times like these, men and women have to fight for what is necessary for their survival. I don't blame you for your choices. Perhaps you'll show me the same consideration the next time we meet.
Oh, and he's got training with me? By training and honing one's abilities, it becomes possible to forge a path for oneself. Hit 300 soldiers with mounted charges, deplete an enemy's fortitude and activate a triangle assault 10 times, conquer bases 5 times. That is what's required of both of us. Okay, so for now, I got it set on hero difficulty. And believe it or not, you actually see some of the consequences right away. Like, enemies are more aggressive, you're more likely to get hit by simultaneous attacks. And on top of that, enemies or generals do not drop meat buns. So you have that to worry about. So I guess we can work on some of this stuff in the meantime. Alright, I got at least 2 out of 3 training exercises done with Zhang Jiao. So the ones I got done were the conquering 5 bases and breaking fortitude 10 times. So I still gotta get the mounted training. Another thing that happened when during skirmishes is I grabbed this spear, the Heavenly Dragon. I can just buy that at a shop right now, however, I'm better off just trying to find them in skirmishes. Usually you gotta find them where the recommended level is higher than you, as well as playing on a higher difficulty. Kinda why I'm in hero mode right now. I doubt I'm gonna find them in story mode missions, because the recommended level is still way too low, even on hero difficulty. But if I can get anything like this, hey, I'm gonna take that any day of the week. I think it said the only way that you can strengthen this Heavenly Dragon and give it like an extra plus, is you have to get the same kind of weapon. Sort of by attack power, please. As you can see, I cannot upgrade Heavenly Dragon because I only have 1 of them. So alas, we'll have to wait till we get more. Thankfully, I increased another bond level with Zhang Jiao.
Fancy meeting you in a place like this.
Is that an insult?
Turbulent times, it's a strange thing to seek food for the mind rather than bread for the stomach. But then, who am I to talk?
This is unexpected.
It's not like we yellow turbans have horns growing out of our heads. We look like everyone else in town. You seem to have an especially keen eye, however. So you fight with the volunteer forces. How is it that someone who once raised their fist at the Imperial Court is now a pawn of that same tyranny?
Your side is not in the right.
That may well be so. Right now, I honestly don't know what the correct answer is. Brethren who swore to fight evil for the sake of a just future are now running amok beyond my control. instead of trying to stop them. I skulk in shops looking for answers in books. Of course, I know there are no answers here. But what else can I do?
You have to stop them.
Guess you're right. I've been avoiding it for too long. Perhaps it was the hand of heaven that led me to this bookshop today. In your eyes, I fancy I see the sky reflected in the moments before dawn. This long darkness will end and the sun will rise again. I'd like to think so. If only I had someone like you by my side.
Yeah, well, sadly, it's not an option. More training? That is what's required of both of us. We must be strong in order to walk the path that we forge. Win one duel without being injured. Achieve dramatic success with a tactic 10 times. Defeat 200 foes with the evaded strike with a sword. Okay, good to know, I guess. Okay, so to get the final bomb with Zhang Jiao after you do some training, you actually have to go to the start of Chapter 2. So this is how much training I have left. But I increased the bond enough to actually do this.
Now this brings back memories. It hasn't changed a bit. Like a place frozen in time. Don't you think so?
So you are alive.
Now. You surely knew I'd be here. And why? I wonder how he is. The one who reminds me so of a great white phoenix. I came here in search of medicinal herbs, and in his noble generosity, he taught me the secrets of his art. He bid me to help those in need, and sent me out to bring the people a vision of a better world. Well, we both know how that worked out.
Is that why you're here?
Yes, but it's not the only reason. I wish to thank you. You spoke to me with encouragement when my brethren ran amok and I felt helpless to stop them. You inspired me to stand my ground and stop the others.
I did?
Had that chaos continued, countless innocent lives would have been swept up in it. Just surviving in this world is a hard, painful task. And I, who hated that misery more than anything, was adding to it. No matter how many times we drag ourselves out of the pit of despair, we are doomed to fall back in. But even in such a world, I continue to fight for something better.
You did your best.
Perhaps I did. In vain, though it might have been. It would feel good to stop struggling for a while, rebuild my strength. As the great sage Zhang Jiao, I brought the people a dream of peace. And I'm not yet ready to relinquish it, even if it is against the will of the very heavens. Guardian of peace, I'm glad you were the one sent to defeat me.
Well, at least I should have max bond with Zhang Jiao now. So I think there might be some other things to do, but I'll work on that as it comes. Alright, I decided to go to Chapter 3, and I noticed that Shu Huang's available to get training from now. He wasn't there before. Banga, I'm glad to see you again. I'm still continuing my training, with the hope of someday serving a lord worth pledging my allegiance to. But it must be fate that we met here. So let me give you something that'll help you become a greater warrior. Alright, successfully parry 15 attacks, stop an enemy attack with special arts 5 times, deplete an enemy's fortitude and activate an assault 10 times. I guess I could do that. Also, I finally went to the shop after selling some old weapons to get a halberd. So, this is what I got right here. So yeah, look at this thing. Even, like, rank 3, because that was the cheapest one I could get when I was in Chapter 5, grinding out money, as well as peace for regions. So there you go. And because of that, now we can start putting proficiency on it, too. Speaking of which, do I want to give that a go right now, just to put some points on it? I know it's going to lower my attack dramatically, but rank level 64 for Chapter 3 is more than enough. Okay, I don't have anything else for Halberd, unfortunately. I could probably buy some skills, but that's gonna have to wait.
Lord Cao Cao is the only one we can trust to let us live our...
Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do for Chapter 3 is mostly focus on helping out Cao Cao only. See, a lot of these cutscenes we've already seen. And we already done the mission. So I'll probably meet you after it. Oh, by the way, I think we'll just play on hero difficulty for a good while. So parry windows are going to be a little bit smaller, and blocking will actually deplete bravery. So that's one thing I gotta worry about.
I heard that every once in a while, the enemy officer has been...
Okay, so during the battle, one of the halberds dropped, and it was a rank 7. Plus my proficiency went up from 1 to 4. I guess we'll finish off the rest of the battle, and I did complete the training for getting enough parries. Thanks that was part of Shu Huang's training. So I still gotta get the deplete fortitude and stop arts. So I guess we'll just finish the rest of this battle while we can.
Pledge yourselves to me, Cao Cao.
Do you help us? Really?
Guess I'll help out with that charge and get this over with. They've just been waiting there for a while. Well, I've been taking care of business on the south part of the map. Alright, let's go. Oh, look at the size of this force. Think they stand a chance? I think not. Oh, God, my evade attack is just the big dive bomb. Now we should have obliterated everything in our path. Thanks to this raw strength.
Everyone will starve. Our children, our parents, everyone. That is why we fight and plunder, so we can live.
I mean, look what you're dealing with right now. Do you think you're gonna live now? I haven't had any chances to interrupt arts, unfortunately. Not a single one.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm a bit surprised about that. Oh, good slam.
The enemy officer
I think?
has been defeated.
Thanks. There was hardly anyone there.
The enemy officer has been
Bye.
defeated.
Also, it turns out you can get rank 7 weapons, even in story mode, with a low level, but it's very rare. So, good luck with that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Even if we fall, our children and brethren will take up our weapons. It will not end as long as chaos grips the world.
Alright, so I've got additional special attacks with the halberd. With blocking and then, like, evading. Okay, allows L1 and triangle and L1 triangle while R2 evading to be charged. And we got Force Quake. Focus your energy into your halberd, increasing your attack power and attack speed for a set amount of time by consuming your own health. Yeesh. And we got a new skill tree. And a few more levels on top of that. Oh, wait, I did stop an enemy attack with special arts 5 times. It's the parrying I still gotta do. Wait, is 999 the max for skill points? Oh, I should have spent some. I'll start buying things now. Boost bravery gained. Hells yeah, I'll be taking that. I guess I'll take the defense fortifier. And the attack amplifier. Even more defense. And I guess more health? Most of these are just gonna be for stats. And miscellaneous stuff. Alright, we already seen this cutscene.
This is Puyang.
I think we've seen this too. And this.
Do not take training lightly. It's idiots like you that end up
Have I seen
dragging
this?
down their units, and by extension, the entire army. Do you think you can get through this with...
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Meanwhile, back at G County. Let's skip this too.
I hear there's a master spearman among Lord Gongsun Zan's ranks.
Alright, head to the village. I guess I could do that. Does anybody want to talk to me? I guess not. Okay. For some reason, I thought I was able to trigger some dialogue with Shu Huang, but I guess not yet.
What a shame.
Yeah, I've seen all these cutscenes. Do I want to create more gems? Well, Wellspring's maxed. Apparently 30 is max. So we'll just go all over the place. Luckily our lowest one is only level 20. So we still got some work to do. But thankfully not so much.
After all the work I put in to open this shop.
Choose the force I wish to aid. Well, I've already made my decision there.
I think we may be able to consider ourselves blessed.
They say a mountain bandit's been snooping around.
So I can just talk to Cao Cao himself.
So many people are after this land.
Guess I can do that. You will become unable to assist or join any faction you have not made sufficient contribution to. That's fine. We don't have to do any of that. I've already took Liu Bei's side, and I'll probably do the Sun side after. Alright, so now for new story.
Did you hear about Lord Cao Cao's father?
No. Has something happened to him?
Upon being appointed governor of Yan, Lord Cao Cao invited his father to visit from Langya. On the way, he stopped to see Lord Tao Qian in Shu province. And while there, he was assassinated.
What? Then that means Lord Tao Qian had him killed?
Who knows? Some say it was Lord Tao Qian, but there are also rumors it was bandits.
Either way, it's saddening to hear. I'm sure Lord Cao Cao must be outraged.
Meanwhile, Yan province.
We will destroy Tao Qian.
Ah, we're going to war to avenge your father? A worthy cause, to be sure.
A war of vengeance. Indeed. I doubt anyone would blame me for hunting down Tao Qian as revenge for him killing my father. But just defeating him will solve nothing. I intend to use this battle to further my greater goal.
Are you not angry? It seems as if you're using your father's death as a convenient excuse for an attack.
We must use every advantage available to us, even the deaths of our loved ones. We cannot allow anger or grief to get in the way of our progress. That is our conviction.
Conviction, you say? Very well. It is our role as strategists to lead the way.
I shall start then. If we are to mobilize, we should be wary of Yuan Shao and Ji. However, Yuan Shao may prefer that you rule Shu rather than Tao Qian, who has ties to Yuan Shu.
Yes, I believe Yuan Shao will stay his hand. He and Yuan Shu have long been bitter rivals. It would make strategic sense.
Lord Cao Cao, may I ask you something?
Speak.
If we win this battle, we will be in a strong position. A position strong enough to seek to conquer the entire realm. I take it you are prepared to do so?
not know if this is the right path. Only history will tell. That is why I have gathered the wisest and bravest in the land. If we still lose, even with all that, we will know that I was wrong.
Only you would think that way, Cao Cao.
Well, it feels great to have a clear objective.
I need all of you to be prepared. We are about to embark on the path of conquest.
What he says is right. And yet...
Meanwhile,
Lord Liu Bei, I am deeply grateful for your help. I need to thank you properly.
I'm pretty sure I actually have seen these cutscenes, but we'll play them out anyways, so I think it's for the next battle.
There is no need for that. Anyway, please tell me. What is this urgent matter?
I am hesitant to ask, but the fact is, I need you to lend me your strength again.
My strength?
Yes. Tao Qian, governor of Shu province, is in peril. Would you go to his aid?
Lord Tao Qian? Has something happened in Shu?
Were you aware that Cao Cao has become governor of Yan province?
Yes, I had heard.
Upon receiving his appointment, he invited his father, Lord Cao Song, to his province. On the way, Lord Cao Song stopped at Lord Tao Qian's residence, and there, he died under suspicious circumstances.
No.
Cao Cao, believing Lord Tao Qian was to blame, ordered his troops to ravage Shu. But Lord Tao Qian is a man of integrity. I cannot imagine him doing anything like that.
I too have often heard that he is a good man. On the other hand, Lord Cao Cao is also fair and just. I expect he would try to determine the culprit instead of blindly seeking vengeance. But it appears he has neglected to do so. Could it be that he has a goal besides vengeance?
It is possible. In which case, he is merely using his father's murder as a pretext for invasion. Could there be anything more horrifying than that? Even animals are not so cruel. Whatever the case may be, he cannot be allowed to do as he pleases. Lord Liu Bei, please, go to the aid of Lord Tao Qian. Save my friend and the people of Shu.
Lord Kongzhong.
Alright, the Battle of Shu Province, but this time will be under Cao Cao's forces.
Cao Cao is the only one we can
I heard
trust.
there's another big conflict over who will succeed Deng Zhuo.
So,
Hey, as far as
I could show off the weapon reforging. I did manage to get a trophy from this as well. Let's try Reforged Power. So we'll combine 2 Heavenly Dragons to make a +1. And then we'll take, like, say... Let's take some Recruit Spears. And Reforge Traits. So you can only take another one from a Recruit Spear. And you can only put it on the same amount of slots. Meaning I take one from a weapon I'm going to destroy. So like Assault Strength, or rather Battle Arts Strength on this one? Can I combine the two? No. That would actually make it worse, so don't do that. So we'll take this one. Obtaining a meat bomb from a defeated enemy. I'd say we'll put it on this. Doing this at least once will get you the Weaponsmith trophy as well. So anyway, let's just stop here, and then the next part we'll do the Battle of Shu Province. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, everyone. See you later.